Well, happy holidays, everyone. This is a school news podcast here on MPS Voices. Manny Hill here with you, and I'm pleased to be joined by the Superintendent of Minneapolis Public Schools, Dr. Lisa Sayles-Adams, for our monthly conversation here for the month of December. We've got a lot of fun things to get to as we approach the holidays here. Dr. Sayles-Adams, how are you?
Good. How are you doing, Manny?
I'm doing wonderful, and always enjoy talking with you on these monthly conversations. We just saw each other at the central office staff meeting yesterday, as of this recording. So, but yeah, it's always good to talk with you. Let's get right into it. We're at about the halfway point of the school year already, which is hard to believe, isn't it?
It is so hard to believe it's gone so quickly, but it's going well.
Yeah, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. So, what sort of messages do you have for people so far with the district and the students as well as we get to the halfway point?
I would say that at the halfway point, there are a lot of amazing things that happened from the start of the school to the midpoint. So if you think about it, our students are deep in their relationships with fellow students. They have good relationships with their classroom teachers. One thing I would say, I think it's important that students and families, if you are at a point where you need a little more help, if you're not understanding the concept, if our students are getting a little behind, it is so important that you reach out. We have so many resources in the district that can help our students be successful. Parents can get their questions asked and so many opportunities. So this would be the time. And I had a chance to share this the other day. If you think about our middle school students, it's an opportunity to double down on how important their grades are, especially for our children that are in 8th grade. Because if you think about at the middle level, they earn grades, but not credits. And as you get ready for high school, understanding the importance of earning good grades, passing all of your classes, and getting it in that habit. So when you go to 9th grade, you're already on track to receive all of your credits. And then for our high school students, keep pushing through.
Wonderful, wonderful. Let's get into school transformation. What can you share with us about the school transformation process as we get to the halfway point of the year?
So as a reminder, MPS initiated a transformation process that will ensure that we can fulfill our mission and our vision more effectively. So if you think about that, we want to ensure that every student thrives and that all of our students have access to equitable offerings, academic offerings across our district. So what we're doing with the transformation process, we are reviewing programs, services, and physical spaces that will help us use our resources better. We are at the point where we have completed the physical space study. So our team actually walked through 69 programs. We did a presentation to the board in November. If you go to our website at mps.org and you type in school transformation, it will actually take you to a link that has a link of our staff's presentation from this past month, in addition to the documents from the physical space study. So with the physical space study, there were walkthroughs, but there were also surveys. So there will be quantitative and qualitative information that you'll have access to. So I would encourage everyone to go take a look. But we also have 3 more steps that are involved. So we have community engagement. We do have a family survey that will be going out soon. So I want to encourage everyone to participate in that family survey. We have party-based budgeting that's in place, and then a Spanish dual language task force. We will be getting an update of recommendations from the task force to the board in January.
Fantastic. You are listening to the School News Podcast on mpsvoices.com on the stream, and also hello to our folks that are watching on our YouTube channel at MPS Voices as well. Lisa Sayles-Adams, the superintendent of Minneapolis Public Schools, is our guest, of course. And let's now talk about something that's really cool as well. We have a principal at Justice Page Middle School, Principal Shannon has been named of Minnesota Vikings Changemaker of the Year. What can you tell us about that? That's really cool.
So I will start with a little of a backstory. So I had an opportunity to go to Justice Page last week when it was a surprise for Principal Tenner. So Principal Tenner thought that she was going to be identifying another staff member. So if you can imagine being at school, the auditorium full of the middle school students, all excited, the staff, they know this secret. because they knew it was Principal Tenor, but they had to keep it to themselves, and they did an excellent job. So on stage, you had Victor, the mascot from the Minnesota Vikings. You had Justice Allen Page, who was there. Principal Tenor had this big envelope that said, "Open me." And when she opened the envelope, she pulled the document out and she read the name. She read her name. And it took her a minute to like kind of connect with it. Then she said, "You picked the wrong person," but everyone's like, "No, you're the right person." The students exploded into applause in the auditorium. Justice Page gave her a big hug. So Shannon Tenor was a Page Scholar when she was a younger learner. So it was just a really outstanding opportunity. But Principal Tenor had a chance to go to the football game on Monday. And during the halftime game, she was awarded with 2 tickets to the Super Bowl, all expense paid. She did receive a $10,000 check for a nonprofit of her choice. And she had 2 special pieces that I think all of our Minnesota Vikings fans will be excited about. With the new white jerseys that the Vikings have, she received a jersey with her name on the back. Exactly, that reaction right there. And then she received a purple jersey that said Changemaker. So she's just so excited. And for an educator and an educational leader who has dedicated more than 25 years of her career to public education, she is so well deserved. So we're very proud of her and very excited.
Wow, that is just absolutely amazing, and congratulations to her. Well deserved. Wow, that's fantastic. Wow, there's not enough words really to describe how amazing that is. Wonderful. Congratulations to Principal Tenor with that. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so a couple more events coming up here. We've got the School Finder Fair coming up next month. What can you share with us about that?
Yes, so this is something that you should attend. It is a one-stop shop to check out lots of Minneapolis public schools in one place. So just think about all of the schools and programs that we offer. We're going to be in one place, and we'll also have departments there too. So if there are different services that you're interested in, it will take place Saturday, January 11th from 10 to 2 at Minneapolis College Plaza, and the address is 1415 Hennepin Avenue. And it's just a great way to get connected, to meet our staff, and then to hear firsthand beyond our amazing websites of the offerings that we have in Minneapolis Public Schools.
Wonderful. All right. And lastly, we've got winter break coming up. We got the holidays coming up. Remind our listeners and students and staff of what winter break is going to be like and the dates to remember.
All right, so I hope winter break is amazing for everyone, and everyone has an opportunity to just relax, watch their favorite movies, power down, spend time with family and friends. But our winter break will be December 23rd through January 3rd, and we just want you to enjoy the season.
Wonderful. You got any big plans, I should say, for the winter break?
I am going to spend time with my family, power down, and just get re-energized for the rest of the school year. So super excited. What about you?
Pretty much the same. I'm going to spend some time with family. I know we're going to have Christmas at my sister's house. We're usually more of a Christmas Eve family, so we'll be opening presents on Christmas Eve evening and everything. So that'd be fun. But looking forward to that. And so you have a wonderful winter break, and we always appreciate the time we have with you every month. And have a wonderful break, and we'll talk to you next month.
Same, right back at you. Talk to you later, okay?
All right. That is Dr. Lisa Sayles-Adams, the Superintendent of Minneapolis Public Schools, joining us here on the School News Podcast on MPS Voices and the MPS Voices YouTube channel.